Well, John, at an age when most blokes are thinking about retiring and perhaps going fishing and buying a caravan and touring the country, you've gone motor racing again. What inspired you to do that?
I really don't know. I think it was the fact that one of the guys bent his car, I repaired it, went to Lakeside, had a bit of a drive in it, and it all started again.
After a long time.
Oh yeah, but once it's in your blood, it's always there. I think it is. It never goes away.
It's the same with flying, same with anything.
Well,
once it's there,
young
it's
Michael
there.
Also, he's been kart racing and sort of itching around the area of wanting to go road racing, and so I thought it was a good opportunity to sort of bend my wife again. And
sort of a born again thing, eh?
Yeah,
or burn again.
Yeah, burn again. Don't like that word, burn.
Tell me a little bit about the car.
This particular car was started about 5 years ago, just before the local racetrack closed down.
Yes.
And was shortly after I had the frame finished and was on wheels. Yes, it was on wheels. Then I got very sick.
You tried to sell it to me.
I tried to sell it to anybody, just to clear the garage, because the sort of sickness I had, I wasn't supposed to come home. But anyway, I did. I beat it, and I came home and pulled it down out of the roof, and eventually sort of put it back together after the bug bit. And there we have it today. It's finished, it's running, and we've got a couple of good sponsors too.
Isn't that one? Yeah, one particularly good one on the side of the car there. Now, it's powered by what?
It's powered by a little 1200 Datsun, which is bored out to just under 1300 cc's, and it runs in the Sports 1300 class.
Right.
It's more or less open go all of the way. We can use almost any sort of tyres, do anything to the engine, providing it's a single cam where the manufacturer put it.
Yes.
And less than 1300 cc's.
And normally aspirated.
Normally aspirated.
Right.
Yes.
Right. What sort of speeds are you looking at?
At Lakeside, one of these, the best of these, will pull about 140 mile an hour down the straight.
Which is
K's, that's 210
or something.
Odd.
Yeah, 230. Yeah. So they don't hang around.
No, they're as fast as the quickest touring cars.
Right, now basic structure, I was talking on the show in relation to the fuselage of my little aeroplane a couple of weeks ago. It's called a Warren truss, and it's steel tube which is welded together to form an engineering type truss, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
And that's a fairly simple thing to do.
It is, yeah, and it's with a space frame, it's the way to go.
Yeah.
With this racing or these type cars, they have to have a tube frame.
Right.
Not aluminium, they have to be a steel tube frame.
Right.
And then clad. The cladding can be helping the structure of it.
Yes.
But it doesn't necessarily have to.
It can be stressed.
Yeah.
What do you see for the future? I mean, obviously you've got the bit between your teeth. You had a wonderful weekend at Lakeside on the car's first outing.
It was great. Actually, mind-boggling for me to put the car on the track, and literally, other than a little bit of heating troubles, we had a
finish the day's racing.
Oh, it was absolutely mind-boggling.
Wonderful.
It was.
What about the future? You're going to continue to campaign it?
Oh yes. Well, we'll be running 2 cars. Michael's almost finished his car, and we've built a trailer thanks to help of a lot of other people.
Yes.
And we'll campaign around the country on this side of the country. We won't go to the west, I don't think.
You won't go to Perth?
No.
But will you go as far west as Adelaide?
We possibly do Adelaide, yeah. But we'll keep to where these things are running. We've got to, pick our when they're running in this class. That's the thing, and it's something that just grows, and you just can't get rid of it. It's like you and your aeroplanes, you just can't get rid of it.
No, that's right.
It
gets in your blood, and that's the end of it. Yeah. I find myself thinking aeroplanes all the time. I've got about 6 or 7 aeroplanes in my head, and I'm sure you've got a few racing cars in your head.
Yeah, still.
But John, in all modesty, I think it's blokes like you and I that sort of keep things moving along. I mean, we're exploring in our own small way new areas of technology. We come to understand materials science and engineering and engines particularly more deeply, and all of that has passed along. I think it's all part of keeping the whole thing bubbling along.
That's quite right, it is.
John, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job, and we'll look forward to attending your next meeting with you. and getting some footage of the car on the road with you driving it and probably winning, according to the last.
Let's hope so.